All right guys, gonna give you some real basics for where to start in the clinch. Now my aim in this video is like, if you're struggling with the clinch and you just got sort of no plan of attack, every day you go in and you just feel like you're getting ragdolled around, I'm hoping to give you a couple little tricks to, like, if you implement this, it should make your clinch like significantly better just off these couple little principles. And these don't often get taught for your first time when you come into a gym and you start clinching. What usually happens is like, all right, go and clinch. And you got nothing to start with. You don't know where you're supposed to put your hands, don't know where you're supposed to put your elbows or your head or your feet or anything like that. And you just get ragdolled, and basically you learn on the job until you get your ass handed to you so many times, and you start to realize what not to do through trial and error. But no one generally gives much direction when it comes to clinch. So with this, hopefully I can give you a few key basic ideas you can take away and make everything dramatically improve. So I'm not going to cover too much in terms of stance or balance or where to put your feet, but I'm just going to solely focus on what to do with your hands in this video. So when we're clinching, oftentimes like this, I would call this a 50-50, meaning where no one's got the upper hand in terms of positioning. We both have the very same position. One on the neck, one or behind the head. I've got the same on Dan, and one controlling the arm, right? So the reason why this is 50-50 is we both have one inside frame. So everything in clinching boils down to me, well, in the beginning, as you get more experience, you can get more creative with it, but in the beginning, everything boils down to trying to get frames inside of your opponent. So if Dan's got me two hands on the back of the neck like this, sometimes this is referred to as the plum position. I don't know why, but yeah, people call this the plum. Two arms inside my shoulders and arms. So he's got two inside frames. I'll show you another few positions where you can get inside frames. On the neck, also on the bicep or shoulder around here. The bicep or elbow is a particularly good one because I'm framing for punches and elbows too. So Dan now, he can't really, if he tries to hit me with a punch, I've got my forearm here and my humerus bone stopping him from compressing. If I'm here with my hand and he throws that punch, it can compress my elbow. So try and use like my forearm where it's a bit stronger, closer to my elbow in order to frame like that. And I hook little T-Rex style over the top rather than grabbing with my palm. So there. Same thing on the neck. When I grab the neck, I don't grab like this, where Dan can grab a hold behind my head and pull me in and compress me, but I have that forearm resting on the collarbone, grabbing either the neck or behind the head, depending on what you want to do. So just off that grip alone, either forearm on the shoulder or bicep, we have various grips we can use. Two arms inside the biceps, one arm on the head, one arm on the bicep, two arms on the neck, and just like different varieties of that, which make the world of difference in terms of controlling your partner. Now, when you first start clinching, you're gonna see things like, you're gonna see sane-side sweeping guys and sending them on their head, and it looks spectacular, and that's all very good. That's what you can start doing as you get a little more progressed. In the beginning, you just want to be able to control distance and get that inside framing position so that you don't get swept. So don't worry about learning how to sweep people and dump people. Learn how to not get swept in the beginning. And once again, inside frames makes it very hard for him to control me properly. So a good drill would be, we start here in 50-50. I'm gonna get two inside frames somewhere. For this one, I've chosen to run the plum position. Dan is then gonna pummel his hands and find two inside frames. So he's elected to go one forearm on the collarbone and one inside the bicep. I'm going to go two inside frames. I've done the same thing. Dan goes for two inside frames. He's got either elbow. This is also a good position. I'm going to go two inside frames. Dan goes frame, 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 frame. This, notice this is starting to look like clinching now. This is a great drill if you and a partner want to just take it easy and just practice that. There's a really good place to start and just where to put your hands with clinching. We're going to make another video showing you about footwork, distancing with the hips and all that, but this is a very, very useful tool if you have no idea where to start with it.